Okay, so this is a video showing off the power of the Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus gives +3/+2 anytime one of your animals faints, and upon initial glance, it seems like it gives the same stats as Turkey. It gives +3/+2, Turkey gives +2/+3, and Turkey comes at tier 5, plus it buffs things in the shop. So what's the advantage of Spinosaurus? Well, it can buff itself, so if you have enough summons and it will eventually hit itself enough times, it will probably get to some pretty high stats, but that's really the only advantage. It's not really the optimal summon build, I think. But it doesn't stop it from being somewhat useful. I think summon builds in general can just end up being super broken if you don't go against any of these sniper builds. Sniper builds always are just the counters to summons, I feel like, and yeah, so it's just situational. The start got Otter, got Moth, and then got a Pug, got sheep, pretty standard stuff. I do have fun with the pug sometimes. If you want to, you can go with the pug clownfish. I don't actually remember if I did this in this run. That might be what happens. It might be a spoiler. I can't remember. So maybe I should actually watch this through before I say things like this. But yeah, I eventually pivot into the summons. This is a custom pack. Again, just built for summons. And it's pretty fun to play just because summons are so random and so RNG towards the end, and they're also just they're so good. They can beat surprisingly amazing teams of just really high stat units if they don't have any good abilities. So that's always pretty fun to do. Um, yeah, so most of the time the summons to go for are Eagle on tier 5 and then perhaps Orca on tier 6. But those are usually the best. So there is Clownfish. All right, so I did get the Clownfish Pug start instead of the Clownfish Jellyfish start, which might be more well known. But I think Pug is a very nice unit. It just instantly makes something level 2. So now we get a level 2 sheep that's going to spawn 4/4 rams instead. And it's going to get the +2/+2 buff from the sheep. There's a whole bunch of weakness, but that actually helps me out because I have a whole bunch of summons, and that's just really beneficial. Oh wait, that was the microbe. I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, wait, where did all the weakness come from? It was from my own microbe. I should be paying attention to what's going on the screen. I was really just hard rolling for that clownfish, I think. Maybe I would have taken another sheep. Could have maybe gone a level 2 sheep pill and then get the level 3. Who knows? But yeah, the weakness is pretty good here. Just the 4/4 sheeps should be able to deal quite a bit of damage there. If you're going summons, cans is usually a great idea because most of the time you're pivoting most of your team, and if you get +2/+1 on 5 units, that is some insane efficiency for the cans. Just and plus it also just gives buffs right away. I already got buffs on the rooster and the deer, so it's not even too much of a loss on turn 7 and 8. But I should probably unfreeze this pill. I usually have pills frozen because of blobfish, but if I'm going summons, usually just want to look for cans. Looks like they have early lion. I'm not sure if that's going to be a problem. It actually is. All right, just not great breakpoints there. Surprising to lose that one. Usually the microbe team works out with summons, but there we go. There's the blobfish that I was saving this pill all this time for. And I get an early monkey, which normally would be great, but since I know I'm going summons, it's not really too necessary here. Whale's not bad as a summon thing. You can go with tiger, whale, deer. That's kind of a classic team. And I definitely won one of the games with tiger, whale, deer, but I didn't think it was as interesting. I think eagle is just more fun because the randomness of the spawns, and you never know what you can get. You can also build the deck around eagle, and which is kind of what I've done here as well. There's just so many good tier 6s that could spawn, like boar, gorilla, octopus. There's a whole bunch of things. I don't actually remember what's in this pack though, so that could be a complete lie. There's a whole bunch of blobfish. So Spinosaurus is a tier 6, so I'm hoping to kind of just survive until turn 11 or somehow level up into it, but I don't think I did. I get a level up? I don't even remember what the tier 6 was. I could also just pill the eagle, hope for Spinosaurus that way. Instead, I kind of have this weird pseudo summon build with the XP build. So the pug is going to make this parrot slash eagle level 2, and it's also going to give it some extra stats. And you can see it spawns a boar, which is going to get immediate +8/+4, which is just pretty solid. Alright, so now the blobfish. What do I actually want to keep on the team? I know I'm going to keep eagle, so go ahead and take that. Roll, see if I can get some more blobfish, or, I mean, more pills. And that was so many blobfish. Okay, perfect. There's one more that will be able to be pilled next turn. And now I could pug the turkey instant level 2, give some buffs to the eagle, but there's only one summon right now, so I guess it would have become level 2 anyway, so it probably was the right play. And again, I get a boar, which is just very lucky. Boar is actually probably one of the best. It's getting all the way to 50 attack, gonna one-shot that shark. Love to see it. It also, like, when you summon a boar, it counters, like, hippo or, like, whatever team that is trying to counter you if they're going with, like, hippo or rhino or whatever. Usually pretty good. Okay, there's the Spinosaurus, which is perfect. Decided to sell the clownfish to get the turkey buff here. And at this point, now I can look for, like, white tiger or just a whole bunch more summons. It's either one would be pretty nice. Decided to go with the whale here for maximum summons. And now I can go pug Spinosaurus. So now it's giving +6/+4. And we'll see if it's any good. Level 2 eagle is probably going to be the carry. Okay. So immediately hits the flamingo twice, which is kind of weird. It hit the... Okay, yeah, I mean, look at those stats. Just all around pretty solid stats. It is better than turkey, I think, but, like, the fact that it's a tier 6 makes it seem pretty infrequent. Popcorn would be kind of useful, but not as useful as 1-ups, I think. So I'm just going to be looking for those instead. I could go tiger. I could even go, like, tiger, whale, orca. That's a very weird combo to go for. Decide to freeze it. Okay, decide to sell the whale. That's not what I would have done. I guess the problem is I would have to put orca in front, but that's not really a problem. Because tiger whale does swallow 2 things. Can't forget about that. Let's see what it spawns out. Oh, the eagle spawns an orca, which spawns a stork, so a whole bunch of summons there. Got a tiger ant. Love to see it. And look at that. Nice. Yeah, so it can buff itself, which is kind of interesting. There's a 1-up. Love to see the 1-ups. That is perfect. Now I get so many more spawns, and I can melon the Spinosaurus. Since it does buff itself, it's probably going to become like a 50-50, which makes it perfect for melon armor, because it actually will be a really strong unit with melon. And it also prevented it from dying to croc there, which is always nice. So the tiger, wait, it summoned too many things that it didn't even get to summon everything that I wanted. And this does not look good. They also have a Spinosaurus. Is my Spinosaurus? Okay. Ends up being a draw. Would love to get the Spinosaurus to level up. There's another mushroom for the eagle. That just makes things so good. And I can probably sell this pug since it's not actually making the eagle level 3. And try to replace it with something better. Popcorn, the tiger. That could do something. Just get an extra spawn. Okay, no. Probably just going to take chocolate for the Spinosaurus here. And going to have to reposition this team. So how do I do this to actually make things work? Well, I don't think there's really any way because the tiger and the pug have to go behind something and they have 1-ups, so it's not really possible. And the tiger 1-up eagle. Does that actually do anything? It's going to spawn 2 things already, so yeah, it doesn't actually do anything. But I got tiger tapir, which is nice, so that got an extra summon there. And the weakness actually probably going to benefit me. Yep. Look at that. Pretty nice. Just all around solid summon team. And there's another 1-up. That's probably just going to be worth a freeze because I can sell whatever I get or whatever is on the team. Okay, level 2 Spinosaurus. Get another orca in there. Give it a 1-up. And I don't even want to count the summons because, like, I'm bad at counting. I'd run out of things to count. And then for this turn, I can take a scorpion, because I guess what we lose to is maybe like a really strong 50-50 with lemon at the front. But honestly, probably not, just because of the RNG. Like, we could definitely luck out and get enough stats. Like, these orcas have 22 attack there. Pretty solid. And the blobfish spawns with the rooster. And look at that. Didn't even get to my level 2 orca with mushroom. That kind of shows how strong this team really is. Alright, why not get another eagle in there? This is like full summon team. It is kind of crazy how many summons this gets. The only thing that I can improve here is get level 2 orca. And that's the last improvement I could have, I think. Level 3 orca will spawn the same amount of things, I believe. I don't actually remember. And at this point, just hard rolling for Spinosaurus. White tiger is tempting. I could white tiger instead of having the eagle in front to get that level 3. It is pretty helpful. Those triple base stats certainly come into handy, but I don't think I'll have time to level up the white tiger. And let's see how the Spinosaurus does here. Alright, it's got Fly, got Stegosaurus. I guess this was before I removed Stegosaurus out of the pack. I did do that eventually. Got the Microbe again, and that might be a problem because they have a Sabertooth. And it looks like, yeah, the Sabertooth, oh, very close, but the Sabertooth actually managed to win it for them. So, yeah, don't think I'm going to take White Tiger. Just kidding. It looks like I'm going to take White Tiger. That's a questionable move. I suppose I can just get Popcorn on the White Tiger now, and that's like the same amount of summons, which isn't too bad. And there's Chocolate. Can get level 3 Spinosaurus maybe next turn. Problem is, I'm on lethal, and I'm on 9 wins, so this is most likely the last round, unless I get some kind of miracle draw. And would you look at that? I run into a sniping team, and you would think, well, this is a huge problem, but you don't want to underestimate how good level 3 Eagle is there, and just how many stats we're able to get. And you can see, there we go. I managed to win even without all the Orca spawns. The Stegosaurus had 48 attack there, pretty good stats, and yeah, that's kind of the power. It's mostly just like a good summon team. Spinosaurus, maybe not the best, but summon's still pretty good. Thanks for watching. See ya.